I expect at least that same amount tomorrow. Over.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, and then one's coming in, I think, at the end of the weekend or something?
Yeah, they're saying in Sunday night into Monday, I guess, or something. So it's finally deciding to give us a little wet stuff. Not much, but I'm waiting for our creek to start running. It's supplied by rain runoff only, and it's just puddles in it. It hasn't quite started running yet. There's a few reservoirs along the way that have to fill up before it starts actually flowing, I guess. Over.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds pretty neat. Where'd you send the wife off to?
Well, she went on her own there. She went up to Vancouver, Washington. So right on the other side of Columbia River is Portland. So she's flying in from Portland. Her sister lives up there, and so she goes and sees her once in a while. Her sister's a lot older, so she's getting pretty elderly. But they enjoy doing sisterly things, I guess. And I get stuck staying home taking care of the cats. Over.
Yeah, well, it's not bad taking care of the cats.
No, but if I see another scooper full of cat litter, I'm going to puke, I think. Over.
Yeah, I just had to put one of mine down a couple of days ago because he was old and he had I guess a cancerous tumor in his stomach. And, but they've been outside cats. They hang out all over the place out in the backyard and stuff. So, anyway, I'll probably have to start getting another cat to keep the other one company.
Yeah, roger on that. I'm sorry to hear that. We had to put one down. It was pretty difficult. They're almost like a member of your family. So anyway, yeah, and we after that one we wanted to get another one, but we just didn't feel like it at the moment. So we have an old one now, and that's why we got these two new kittens, because we figured when she goes on, we're not going to feel like doing it right away. So we tried to nip it in the bud. She's only about 14 or 15 years old, but she's starting to kind of stumble and meow a lot, and she still does the zoomies, so she's physically in pretty good shape there. Over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine is about 14 or 15, and the little one here, she's probably about 2 or 3 years younger, so still got plenty of energy. I'm just, I don't know if she's noticed the other one gone yet. Probably has.
Yeah, they handle it in different ways. It's kind of interesting. They always want to swat and play, and the old ones, they just don't want anything to do with it. You know, they're not into that anymore. And we had our real old one here, Smokey. We brought in a new one called Axel that I found. He was a young one. He used to always swat at her and try to, sabotage her and do stuff, and she didn't like it. So now he's an older one. These little ones are doing that to him, and he doesn't care for it. Over.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting cycle. Are your cats inside or outside, or both?
No, inside only. Otherwise, they'd be coyote lunch. So living up here in the foothills, that's kind of the way it is there. And yours lasted a pretty long time for being an outside cat. Over.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're pretty much homebodies. They started inside for a couple of years, and then I found out I was allergic to them, and then with the asthma, those two don't go good together, so I had to get them out of the house. I wouldn't get all the dander in the house, and anyway, they were fine. They just hung out in the backyard and stuck pretty close to home.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I know about that. Some cats, if it's a real coarse fur, they'll give me the itchies. I'm kind of allergic to it. It's kind of like you get out in your ragweed and grass like that and get it all over your face. It gives you, it gives you itches and stuff. So one of these cats sort of had it, and I don't know if he's going to go through it or not. The other one didn't seem to have it, and you could tell their fur was a lot softer than the one that kind of bothered me. So we'll just have to see how they go. They're still little kittens there. Over.
Yeah, Roger. It's a lot easier to break them in when they're young in the house, get them used to being there, and from what I remember, I had to do that with these two. Kept them in the house for about a week or so, before I started letting them out.
Yeah, they get used in the house, and they kind of feel a little bit uneasy going out. So up here, that's exactly what I want them to feel, because There's not much. We got bobcats and coyotes and raccoons, and they'd be quick lunch.
Yeah, I believe that. We have coyotes out here about once every blue moon, but I just remember, I don't know, about 10, 15 years ago when the kids were still here, one of the coyotes got a chicken, and that was about it. But the cats always seem to survive until they're got taken down by some weird illness. Over.
Yeah, that's what happens. I know Mike's had some cats up there. They're all outside, and some of them are good survivors. I think I might have heard him in there, so it's getting close to net. I guess we better back off and let Mike take over there. KM6SR, or WA6AAJ, KM6SR.
Roger that. Go ahead, Mike.
I'm just listening, K6MYC. Good to hear you guys. And okay on the kitties.
Yep, can't live with them sometimes and can't live without them. Over.
Mine all just came back today. They're all in the house. They were out the last couple of days. They all wanted to go out last night. So they go out. And they didn't come back today. They weren't here this morning. Finally, when I got back from town today, they were around. And I think they're all in the house now. But boy, oh boy, they ate a little bit of snacks and disappeared, and I haven't seen a cat since I've been in the house since 4 o'clock. So they're sacked out somewhere. They probably had a hard night with the rain and all. We're a little over 5 inches, but not much, about 5 1/8.
Yeah, I was going to say, they came back kind of wet, I imagine. That's probably why they weren't too excited about being out. They wanted to come in and get out of that wetness. Over.
No, they didn't get wet. They stayed out of any of the rain. They ran between the drops. So there wasn't any issues with wet cats. Anyway, good to hear you. And yeah, I'm pointed down toward Rick tonight. Maybe we'll get Rick in here tonight. I don't know what happened last night to Rick, and I sure don't know what happened to M6SWR with his ears. He couldn't hear anybody.
Yeah, I think his antenna might have got off a little bit or something, and so it really wasn't pointed the right way. Anyways, I don't know if you heard, I've got to pick the wife up from the airport. I think her plane's arriving in about 9 or 9:30, so I'm probably going to have to leave about 8:30 to 9 o'clock there. So hopefully somebody else can kind of keep track of numbers flowing in so I don't have to listen to the whole stream to get the numbers. Over.
Well, you should be able to get everything. We should be pretty much done by 8:30.
Okay, well, that sounds good. I looked back on some of the ones I submitted, and I goofed up on one. I usually copy the verbiage from a previous one. That works on all of them except for the 2-meter because we have it on Sundays and Wednesdays. So on Wednesday, I copied it over and it said Sunday on it, or maybe it was Sunday I copied over and it said Wednesday on it, but it had the right date number. Over.
Well, shame on you. I'm going to fine you $85 million for that.
Yeah, take away my bonuses. That's the way they do it, I guess. Over.
You were about as bad a boy as Trump was getting fined $85 million.
Yeah, his fine was a different kind of a. Well, yeah, I guess it was a fine. The one for what's his name? The car guy. It was his bonus that the directors, appropriated for him. They decided. They made the decision. Who is it for an outsider to come in and tell them that they can't make that decision? Over.
I don't know what you're talking about, car dealers.
The Tesla guy. His name. I'm just dropping it right now. Over.
Well, related to what? The fine was for his, supposedly the woman that he mishandled back in 95 somewhere.
Yeah, that's what Trump. Elon Musk. That's what I'm trying to think of. The Tesla guy. His corporation gave him some bonus of $56 million or something, I guess, per year for some kind of a multiple years. And the judge, because one of his employees didn't think it was right, got a lawsuit, and the judge stopped him from getting it.
You wouldn't think the judge would have that kind of authority, would you?
Well, I don't think he does. The problem with it is all these people know they can bring this junk, and they can force the defendant to spend a lot of money defending himself to make it right, and that's bad in itself. Over.
Yeah, no, our justice system is as screwed up as you could possibly get right now, and it has to be fixed, and hopefully will be. We had a good lunch, by the way. We had lunch with Kerry, and Ken was there also. Ken won't be in here tonight. I think he has a board of directors meeting or something.
Oh, not for the Fresno Club. We meet on Tuesdays unless they got something different going on. Nobody mentioned it to me. I'm on the board too. Over.
No. I'm sorry. Sideband engineer, Society of Broadcast Engineers meeting.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess if he's up there in the ranks and stuff and his hoity-toity meetings, I guess he's got to go. Over.
Well, he said he had to go, otherwise we're going to make him the president again. He didn't want to go. He didn't want to be made president incognito, so he had to go. He said, so I can turn it down.
Yeah, he had to defend himself, I guess. Oh, well, I guess it's hard to find people that get involved and do stuff for clubs now. It seems like 10% of the people do 90% of the work. Over.
Yeah, it is net time. Let me see. Rick, are you there this evening? KB6 R2U and the net, Bozo Net, K6MYC calling and listening. Go ahead, Rick. I wonder if he's sick or something. That's 2 days in a row. That's unusual.
Yeah, it could be, although it's not good weather, and you know how his wife kind of keeps reins on him, so maybe he's decided not to fight it and stay in.
Well, okay.
KE6VON 1040.
Yeah, KE6VON. Sorry about last night. I got you checked in, of course, Adam, but I didn't get a chance to get over to you, and then you checked in again later, assuming that I hadn't heard you the first time, and I had, and we just had a busy night, and I was full of crap and talking to other people. How are you doing? We did get the chainsaw here. Frank brought back. We didn't use it yet, but we did fire it up. Fires right off. Sounds good. Sounds like it's going to cut a log or two before we're done. Over.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, I heard the pile up last night, and I was like, yeah, I hung around, listened, and then I jumped over 8 o'clock, went to the other net, did my check-in, and then I went down and sacked out. I came home Monday night from work sick, and fortunately it only had me down for a day, and getting back on my feet, go back to work tomorrow. But no, good. Glad that saw is sounding good for you. Yeah, I tore it down. It's got a new cylinder, new piston, new crank seals in it, and I took it out. I opened up the muffler on that one as well, tuned it all up. I took it out and I ran a tank through it, let it break in, and then went and cut for a full tank of fuel, and it's a beast. It's a runner. I was actually pretty impressed with how well that thing ran with a new piston and cylinder.
Yeah, well, basically, all practical purposes, new engine. The only thing you didn't do is put a new crankshaft bearing in, right? Yeah, the way those cranks are is the connecting rod to the crank is one piece. You replace the whole crank with the rod. There's no replacing anything separate. It did get a new bearing on the connecting rod to the piston. That did get a new bearing there. Yeah, well, I'm sure it's in fine shape. I'll probably never wear it out, but I will check the filter from now and then. I really don't know why that ever got like it got. If that was mine, I think that's the other one, and I don't know how it could have gotten that bad in that short a time. Anyway, never mind. It's here. We got it. Let's take one more check for. We're missing some people. Let's see. We should have AA6S in here. Where's your partner, Mike?
I don't know. I figured he'd be on tonight. I talked to him earlier today. I don't know. You want me to give him a call?
Yeah, you might remind him maybe he's sitting in the easy chair sacked out.
Well, when I called him mid-afternoon, he was taking a nap, so I woke him up then. He might have to do it again, I guess.
Nap time for the old fella. Just tell him he's getting old if he's got to take more than one nap in the afternoon there. I fell asleep when I got back from town. I don't know why, but I just went out like a rock for about an hour. Anyway, KB6RQU. Rick, where are you down there in Lake Isabella? K6MYC calling and listening.
5 DTU.
AC5 DTU. And thanks for joining us for lunch again, Kerry.
Well, thanks to you. And I can explain that knocking out that sandwich that you had that you didn't enjoy.
You can explain what about the sandwich?
You said you kind of knocked out after you got back home there. I wonder if that sandwich that you didn't enjoy had anything to do with it.
Oh, probably not. No, it was just other stuff. After we left you, we went to, where did we go? We went and got a haircut. And then I went to the Walgreens store in the same complex and got a few bottles of supplements, if you will. And Jeff bought some stuff that he needed. And then we just headed home, and we wandered around here for an hour or so at the house and showed him what Frank had been doing with me and helping me fix the broken cabinets in the barn. And then we just talked about next to nothing for an hour or so, but it was good. We had a great time. But no, I was tired. That's my nap time, mid-afternoon, mid to late afternoon. It was somewhere between 4. I got through Laura Ingram. I think I fell asleep. Somewhere near the end of Laura Ingram, and woke up about halfway through Jesse Waters. I'll watch the rest of it tonight later. Anyway, good to hear you, and you're sounding good. Rob's here, but he will be going about 8:30. He's got to pick up his wife. She's coming in at the airport there. Rob, say hi to Kerry.
How you doing, Kerry? KC5DTU, KM6SRR.
Hello, Rob. Well, we missed you today, and it was a good one. And maybe next time we'll have to make Mike put a schedule around it so you can get there.
Well, I got some times coming up. I'll be in town on Tuesday this coming week, and then again on I think I got another one on Thursday. An eye test, I think on Thursday, February 5th? I think that's this coming Thursday.
We need to pick a Monday or Friday. Yeah, I work Tuesday through Thursday, and next Tuesday I got to meet the Southern California Edison representative down in Tulare for one of our projects we're planning out.
Yeah, well, I can't always predict what days I'm going to get these appointments. They give them to me when they get free days.
Yep, that makes sense. So I was just mentioning why I can't be there. I thought about calling you guys today, but our work guys had a meeting get together, so I kind of needed to go there.
Yeah, okay. Well, I know we won't have anybody in a Tascadero here, so I think we'll take one more standby here, and then we'll go over to Santa Cruz and see who's over there today. Anybody else here locally that wants to check into the Bozo Net? K6MYC standing by. Should have Aaron should be in here somewhere. He's up on the screen here.
Hey, Kerry, WA6AJ.
Antenna, Mike, K6USY, 1079.
Okay, boy, you're weak tonight. I don't know why. K6USY, 1079. Why are you so weak?
You're S0 to me right now, so I think you got me in a null.
Must have. Okay. No problem. I've got you. You're just not very strong.
WA6AJ, KC5DTU. Hi, hello, Kerry. I didn't mean to step on Aaron there, but just wanted to say hi.
Yeah, Roger. Well, Mike made it into the big city of Clovis today. I forgot we could have invited you there also.
that wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind meeting you all for lunch or something sometime in the future.
Roger, Roger. Well, we'll have to do that, Mike, and looking forward to it. So we had a pretty good little session and get together. It's always good to see the guys there.
All right, that sounds good. Does Mike always buy?
Well, let's say, does he always enjoy it? He was complaining today that he didn't enjoy that sandwich.
All right, no problem.
Uh-oh, I heard Mike always buys, over.
Include you on the next one, Mike. KC5, KC5, DTU with WA6AAJ.
Yep, okay.
Always buys KM6SR.
I doubled with you twice on that, Rob, but I'm not going to let you say it.
Roger.
Might become a habit. Anyway, Kerry, good to hear you, and hope you and Laura got over to her appointment. Good shape. That go okay?
Roger, Roger. We just got home a little while ago, so it went well, and we had got a chance to get a little shopping, and so that makes it extra special well for her. So we got everything done in plenty of time.
You mean Laura was born to shop like most wives?
Well, I've learned the routine. I just go into the stores and I look for a chair or a bench or whatever, and I just park and say, pick me up on the way out.
I see. You got this thing down pat, don't you?
56 years, Mike, it took me, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, okay. By the way, you might watch this tonight if you can stay up late enough. They had a lot of a live interview with Lloyd Austin, and he was on the stage by himself, but a lot of good close-up pictures of him and his voice and so on, but something didn't quite look right to me. You might want to look at it. Normally when I see close-ups of him, it's just his head, but this was a full body, and I don't remember him being as big as he was or as tall as he was. But he was very apologetic, and then not very apologetic about. Well, he said, I just screwed up and didn't tell the president when I should have. I didn't handle it very well. Blah blah blah. But anyway, it was quite an interview and quite a bit of camera on him. So we need to have your sharp eyeballs take a look at that if you can. It may be on other programs as well. But it was a lot of pretty good close-ups with him only. He was the only one on the screen, over.
Roger, Roger. Hey, well, all of a sudden they're putting him out there, but it sure took them long enough, and something is rotten in Denmark. It'll come out, and we'll see. So I'll be looking, KC5, DTU.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that Lloyd Austin interview. All righty.
Roger, Roger.
What was that?
Roger, will do.
Somebody else said something. Go ahead. That might have been just your afterthought, Kerry. Okay. Let's get over to Santa Cruz and see if there's anybody else in here. I don't think we're going to get any more out of this area, although we should get W6BBS and K6BBG, and we have nobody from Course Gold except old what's his name up there, Rob, over.
Roger, Roger, that's me, guilty as charged. One thing with the Lloyd Austin thing is you look at the videos, you got to make sure that he's talking about some current events or something in the background or something you can tell that it's a recent shot. You know, they can always use old video stuff too, over.
Now, this was, he was responding to questions about why he had dragged his feet getting the information about him being out to the president. So it was very pointed and very current in that sense, over.
Roger. Well, that makes it more true.
Well, I don't know. It's you know, we're still thinking body double a little bit, but I can't tell. I can't tell that much. I did stand up close to the screen and look at him, but didn't look like the same guy, but I didn't see some of the side shots that I saw today on him ever before. So I didn't look at the shape of his ears and stuff like that, like I would have on other pictures. Anyway, it's still a mystery, but he wasn't handled well, whatever was happening there. Anyway, let's see. Let me go to anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley here. K6MYC Bozo Net. Where's W6BBG tonight? CBS, I mean. Wonder what happened to Frank. We didn't slide off the road. Floating around on the pontoons on his tractor.
Yeah, probably. You didn't work him too hard today, did you?
CW.
I heard CW.
Yeah, I'm hearing CW right now.
I don't hear it.
It's probably in the other direction.
Well, normally I hear it. What was your comment, Rob?
I was just saying, if you work Frank too hard, that's why he's not on tonight. But I hear the CW also. I'm still pointing down to Bakersfield, so it's probably coming off the back of my antenna. Over.
Possibly. No, he wasn't here yesterday, and he wasn't here today because of the rain. And I don't know. He could have worked too hard again, but he was at home doing it. Okay, I'm not hearing anybody, so I'm going to head over toward Monterey, Santa Cruz. Here we go. Anyway, interesting.
Well, your signal came up.
Yeah, for who?
Oh, yours. Yeah, K6USY.
Oh, okay, Aaron. Yeah, well, it's bouncing off of things that are wet. Okay, KW6S, Tom. KW6S, K6MYC. No, Tom. KE6, KB6 Lima Echo Echo, KB6 LEE, Lee. Lee was supposed to have his quad running today. He had it done yesterday, so I'm not sure where they are tonight. It is time for them. You guys still hearing me on the right frequency here?
Yeah, you're still not very strong, Mike, so I wonder if something's going on.
No, it's just pattern. I'm doing fine here. Everything's normal.
You sound good to me, Mike. Aaron sounds a little weak now, so maybe he's got a null going on there.
Okay, I'm into the Bay Area. We should have Fred in here. KD6SOK right down your throat, Fred. K6MYC.
Hey, good evening, Mike. Yeah, I hear you just fine. I think you're on frequency. I just tuned the dial. Whatever frequency you're using, that's what I dial to.
I missed what I didn't understand it. I heard what your words, but it didn't make any sense. What did you say about the frequency?
Oh, you were asking whether you were on frequency or not. I just assumed whatever because I think you use a GPS lock, so I always dial to your frequency, so that way I know I'm right on target.
Yeah, but what's happened here occasionally, although we've disconnected the buttons on the microphone so they don't work anymore. And I don't know whether I've got the receiver lock on the knob locked on or not. And I thought I might have bumped the knob. No, the receiver transmitter is stable. It's just sometimes I bump the knob and I go off several KC. then all of a sudden I don't hear anybody, and I can't figure where everybody went. It turns out I'm the one that's off. Over.
Okay, I understand now. I get you. Alrighty. Well, anyway, we had a ton of rain here. God, I can't believe how much it rained. Yesterday and last night and this morning, we had so much rain. They had flooding around here, kind of in the backyard, and just an awful lot of rain. How about you?
Well, I got about 3/4 of an inch. No biggie. It just barely broke the 5-inch mark.
Well, at least you got some rain down there. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, but it sure wasn't anything near the quantity it should have been. It rained off and on, and I think we're just on the edge of it here. We see it rains off and on. It starts to rain. It starts to rain pretty hard for about a minute and a half, and then it's gone. And then you go outside and everything's dry again, and then 2 hours later you go out and it's starting to rain again. Oh, here it comes, here it comes. And about a minute later it's gone again. We must be on the edge, on the fringe of it. Over.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get more rain than that, you know, because I thought that storm was hitting Southern California much harder than Northern California, and I was pretty certain you would get a lot of rain in the central coast there.
Well, we're hoping for more tonight. I went outside at dusk, and it was dropping a drop every now and then. I felt a little wetness coming out of the sky, but it wasn't anything that was going to make any movement in rain gauge. After I dumped the rain gauge at 5 inches this morning, and I got wet doing it because I couldn't get the damn thing loose from the holder. So I got a little damp because it was raining hard on me when I dumped it. And since I dumped it this morning, it's now just got the little indicator in the bottom of the canister that's just floating. So it's maybe a 1/10 or an 1/8 of an inch since to the rest of the day. Over.
Okay, well, at least you're getting something. That's good. So, anyway, good to hear you, Mike. You sound great. Good signal, as always. You always sound really good over here. And so I'll let you go. 73 KD6S, okay?
Yeah, good to hear you in here, Fred. Not sure who else is in here. K6MYC listening for Tom, KW6S, and we're also listing for WA6AAJ, K6KLY, W6PQL, WB6JNN, KB6BA, AB6SR, KT2G, and probably others that I've forgotten. Over.
That's in San Diego.
Okay, who's in San Diego?
WA6AXX. We drove down to San Diego, so I'm talking to you remotely. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. We didn't know you were out of town, but I noticed that you weren't in there the last couple of days. Good to hear you. Drive safe, and you're heading home, are you?
Yeah, we head home tomorrow and Saturday. So we had about 2 inches of rain in Saratoga yesterday and 0.3 inches today. And then, of course, down here in San Diego, a lot of rain as well.
You mean you drove all the way to San Diego today?
No, drove to San Diego on Monday, spent some time with family. That's why I couldn't check in last couple of nights.
Oh, Roger, well, no problem. We figured it was something like that. We just didn't know you were going. I don't remember you giving me any heads up on it, but we don't need to know your travel plans. It's just nice to know that you're not going to be in here. Because we thought, well, there's something wrong there. We thought you might have been sick. When you miss 3 days, it's a rarity, Ed. Anyway, drive safe, and we'll see you when you get back on Sunday night. We'll see you on Sunday night, regardless of when you get back, I guess. I heard K6KLY, the stranger. How you doing, Russ?
Yeah, okay, Mike. K6MYC, K6KLY. Yeah, just got back in town. I've been in Colorado for a week or so. And I thought I'd check in. You're not the strongest up here tonight, but still Q5 copy, Mike. And have you got anything back from the HW? Where'd you go?
I'm here, but I was moving the antenna, and you quit talking just about the time I went past the peak. Give it to me again.
Okay, well, I'll talk some more here, and you can try and keep that antenna on me. Should be around 285 degrees. The one I'm on right now is not cranked up all the way, but it's pointed at you. K6MYC, K6KLY.
Yeah, K6KLY, K6MYC. What should I be expecting? I did get some stuff from the AWRO. I got some unexpected things. 3 packages. What should I be expecting?
Well, I'd say 2 envelopes and maybe a package with a plaque in it, over.
Well, how did I get the plaque? Did you buy a plaque for me?
No. You ordered it up. We ordered it up there when I was there last time, over.
Okay, well, I guess I ordered it. I didn't know I did that. Okay, yeah, all of it's here. I'm kind of confused. The first thing I got in the mail earlier, a week or so ago, was the 7-band DXCC, which is kind of a bland, brownish certificate, not very exciting, but 7 bands. I thought that was a pretty spectacular thing. So then yesterday or the day before yesterday, I got this other package in a beautiful color plaque, or not a plaque, but a sheet of paper. It's big, bright blue thing that says 5-band DXC. Oh boy, exciting. And then in the same mail package, I got the plaque, and the plaque is nice, and so that was good. So I got all 3 things, but they made a much bigger deal out of 5 bands rather than 7, over.
Yeah, well, 5 bands is a big thing for them. So now you got the plaque. We got to find those little brass plates that say 6 and 2 meters on them, and we'll attach them to the plaque, over.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen them, but they would be on that pile of stuff that's on that cabinet over there. If they're here in an envelope somewhere, I don't think I've ever seen them.
I've seen them, but it's been a few years. But anyway, you get Robert down there, take some pictures of you with the plaque, and use it as part of your advertisements, over.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I never even thought about it. Anyway, we got everything okay, and so that's good news. But I wasn't sure why I got the wooden one. I didn't know I ordered the wooden one. But that's nice. Welcome back from your trip to Colorado. K6KLY, K6MYC.
Yeah. Well, my second son, his wife just had their first child here about a month ago, so I went to see the new grandson, over.
Yeah, very good. Okay, Grandpa. Very good. Well, it's good to have you back. We've been missing you for about 10 days. I don't think I've heard you in here, so thanks very much for checking in tonight, and make sure, I wasn't sure that you, I think you mentioned something about the trip, but I didn't put it all together in terms of how long you were going to be gone or anything, so I was hoping you weren't sick or something else. Everybody was questioning why you were missing. So when you're gone, you're missed, over.
Roger. Well, I thank you for keeping me in mind down there, Mike. All right, I'm going to buzz off K6KLY.
Okay, 7-3. I think the conditions tonight are just very poor. You're down here too. Way down from normal. All right. You see if there's anybody else. Bay Area Bozo Net, K6MYC. Bay Area Bozo Net, taking check-ins, K6MYC.
Hey, Mike, was that Russ you were still talking to?
Russ, K6KLY 111.
Okay, I got that. Was that Ed before you were talking to? I just heard his name.
And for one of them, over.
I'm sorry, I missed that, Russ. Say it again.
You have 2 other guys here in the Bay Area trying to reach you. JNN is one of the 2, over.
Okay. I know what the problem is. I don't have the preamp on. That'll probably help me hear some of those guys. Yeah, that was Ed. He's on the road coming back from San Diego, Rob.
Okay, AXX.
Now we got WB6JNN. Go ahead, Jim.
Go ahead, JNN.
JNN, go.
Jim's detectable but totally unreadable, so tell him he's checked in. I don't know if he's hearing me or not. That's the weakest I've ever heard Jim when he's not, and I can't find any peak anywhere. WB6JNN, we've got you, Jim, but very, very weak. Over.
Okay, he's got you, Jim, but very, very weak, and you're checked in. Who is the other station in the Bay Area trying to make it?
AB6BA, we hear you, Oliver. 900, you're not very strong either, but you never are on this band. But I think the conditions over the ridge here to you guys tonight are very poor. I can't get any better signals. Everything seems to be normal here. I've had a little rain, but not enough to disturb anything. I've got the preamp on, and we're running 800 watts, so that's everything looks normal. KB6BA, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, I understand. You're pretty strong this evening. That's a whole bunch of rain over the middle. And usually working a bunch of people. MRC, KB6BA 900.
Okay. Not much copy on that, but I was tracking VSWR here. I don't have any VSWR either, so it's flat. 800 forward or close to that, and nothing coming back, so I can't complain. But anyway, it was very light. Hopefully you're okay. You want to give me a repeat on anything pertinent there? KB6BA 900, go ahead.
W6PQL.
Lots of in the Bay Area today, and so I've been busy with projects in South.
I'm just not copying them. Could you repeat that, Jim? W6PQL, big signal here, K6MYC.
Yeah, it's up and down, Mike. I may lose you completely. I have for the last 5 minutes or so. But anyway, copy you now. Good evening. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Well, I'm not exactly pointed at you, that's why, and I've been swinging the antenna back and forth, so that would be account for probably more of the QSB than what you would was band related. No, you're fine here. Got a little watery at the end, but I was right on the edge of the beam width to you. W6PQL, take a little longer transmission. Let me see if there's a peak change on you, over.
Okay, well, I'll give you a little bit of a story while I'm doing that. I talked to Dave, 86A, tonight. He's moved up to Oregon, of course. You remember Dave, 86A? Anyway, poor guy broke his back about a year ago. That's probably why we haven't hadn't heard from him. Broke his back, and he's somewhat recovered, but he can't lift more than 20 pounds, and that's likely to carry him through the rest of his life. He's limited to lifting 20 pounds, so he can't work on antennas or anything like that. He was going to do a bunch of DME stations up there with QTH up in Oregon, but he can't do it anymore. So as a result, he's selling his ham radio equipment. Probably going to have to sell his house and move to a single-story house somewhere, because he's got a two-story now, and just having trouble getting around. He's not very he can't do the stairs very well. So anyway, he's got some amplifiers as part of the equipment that he's selling. He wanted to let everybody know that those were available. They're 1 kilowatt amplifiers for 2 meters, 220, and 432. And he's got a 600 watt 1296 also. So probably fairly bargain price, I would say. You can't use them anymore. That's what I thought they were worth. I told him, well, I don't know, maybe 2/3 of what they sold for originally. He hasn't had them all that long. That's the story, and that should have given you plenty of time to turn the antenna around. K6MYCW6PQL.
Yeah, I got everything except the name of the guy. When I was turning back and forth, I went off of you. You said the call sign and the name, so I don't know who you're talking about that broke his back and moved to Oregon, or?
Remember Dave, 86A. Dave, 86A, over.
Well, I wish I could say I remembered it, but I don't know Dave, AD6A. Was that one of the guys who went on the trip to Pohnpei with me?
No, Dave was located over here in the Bay Area, and he was working basically from a, I guess it was probably one of those storage facilities, you know. He would just go over there and get on the Bozo Net night and check in on each night. But he did it from that storage facility that you have over there in Santa Clara by the airport, over.
Well, I remember that, but I just can't remember. I remember the call sign, but just everything else is a blank. I don't know why. But I remember the fellow that did work several times out of the storage facility over there. So that's weird. I'm sorry to hear he's had so much trouble. When did he break his back in the Bay Area here? Did he break his back while he was in the Bay Area, Jim?
Broke his back about a year ago. He's been up in Oregon for at least a year and a half. But he broke it about a year ago, and he's still in the recovery process. But he's limited to the kind of weight that he can lift and so forth. You can imagine how that affects a person. So he just had to get out of the hobby, that part of it anyway.
Okay, well, how can people get in touch with him? AB6A, but he probably won't be in the QRZ correctly, will he?
I don't know. I gave him Frank's email address because Frank was looking for a 1296 amplifier, and Dave has one of those that he needs to sell. So Frank will probably get an email about that, and I'll look on QRZ, see if I can find his address.
This band is horrible tonight. You're doing the same thing to me I'm doing to you. You get up real strong, and then you just fade down into the flutter city. I'm getting 99% of it, but it's really marginal. It's really tough tonight. It's not cooperating at all here.
Yeah, W6PQL is the K6 for WIS.
I hear you, Paul. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. We got you, K6 MYC. Over.
Yeah, and also good evening, Mike. K6 MYC, you were doubling with Jim there. Yeah, this is K6 WIS in Planterville. I was copying, reading the mail there about AD6A. Dave, yes, I remember him in the Bay Area. He used to be a regular Bozo member and checked in, so I'm really sorry to hear that he's an invalid now with a broken back.
Okay. Jim, if you're copying me, give me the list of the amplifiers. I got the 2 meter, 1 kilowatt one, so it's got the single device in it, the 1 kW PQL for 2 meters, and then something else, and then the 600 watt for 1296. What was the middle one?
Oh yeah, you're 10 over 9 now. You were 5 by 5 off the side there. How were you copying me when you were pointed towards Mike, over?
The 432 kilowatts are rear one. I haven't made those for a while. And 600 watts on 1296.
Okay. It's 432 kilowatt, a 2 meter kilowatt, and 600 watts on 1296. Alpha Delta 6 Alpha.
Roger that. Okay, I can relay that to Mike. K6NYC, this is K6WIS with amplifier info from AD6A, over.
Yeah, I got all of it, and the only thing we don't know is how to reach him, but maybe he's okay on QRZ.com. So a 432 kilowatt, a 2 meter kilowatt, all PQL stuff, and the 600 watts on 1296. So we got that all okay, and I'm sure somebody from down here will contact him.
Yeah, I've looked up his QRZ page, and it looks to be valid. It has an Oregon address, and it has an email there as well.
Yeah, keep talking. I'm trying to get a peek on you. You're not quite Q5, over.
Okay, let me swing south a bit there. Copy now, over. K6NYC, this is K6. nothing heard.
I got you. What I asked you to do was keep talking so I could get a peek on you. I'm trying to go back and forth and find out which direction you're coming. We're at 291 tonight. This seems to be pretty good right here. I got everything about AD6A, and except for the confirmation. I think you said something about his address on QRZ was okay. Is that what you said?
Well, it's an Oregon address, so that's probably valid, and he has an email there as well, which is probably still valid. Over.
Now down in the mud again. The email's there, and you don't know about the address, but he has got an email on QRZ page, AD6A. Okay. Well, we'll go with that to see if we can get in touch with him, and I thank Jim for getting that information to us, and hopefully somebody down here will benefit from that. I haven't heard Frank tonight. I don't know where Frank is. W6BBS, over. You're not copying me now. K6 Whiskey India Sugar 637. We've got you checked in. K6 MYC. Go ahead, Paul.
Oh, okay, Mike. I thought you were passing it over to W6BBS, not me. But yeah, and Jim PQR has a phone number, he says, for Dave as well. So that'd be a faster way to contact him as well. So anyway, very poor conditions tonight. The usual bounce pad is just not working. It's very cold air up here. It's dropped into the low 40s and might drop down to 39 here tonight. So pretty poor propagation. So I won't hold it. 73 everyone from K6WIS near Plateau.
Yeah, well, tell me again, because I got everything except something. You said Jim had something. He has three things. He has his email address, and he has something else for AD6A. Does he have a phone number or something?
Roger, yes. Telephone number, over.
Okay, can we get him to spin over this way and give me the phone number again?
Jim, did you copy that? Mike is asking for Dave's phone number, AD6A's phone number.
Jim, if you're still there, you could go back to Mikey and give him Dave's phone number. K6MYC, WA6AFX, one other note.
I got you, Ed, but what did you just say? What did you just say, Ed? Give me a repeat. It's kind of muffled, and the copy is really poor tonight. Go ahead.
I'll write it down. And then separately, KB6WFC was trying to check in earlier. So KB6WFC was trying to check in earlier. Go ahead, Mike.
Let me know when you're ready for the phone number, Ed.
Okay, I got KB6BA. Was there somebody else beside KB6BA that was trying to check in, Ed?
Area code 408-209-7373. 408-209.
Okay, very good. I got that, Jim. Thank you. Mikey, I have Dave's phone number. If somebody can copy it down for you, and then AB6BA, you worked AB6BA. Just so you know, KB6WFC also was trying to check in earlier. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I copied KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, and I got the phone number, 408-209-7373.
Very good. W6AFX.
Okay. We are doing okay. It's just very marginal, and Jim has copied Jim Q5, but he's not hearing me very well.
I am now.
You are now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, it's just up and down. You'll be right in the middle of a sentence, and you just drop right down to nothing, and I know I'm doing the same. Over.
Yeah, it's terrible. You're doing the same thing over here. Okay. You got the phone number? Ed can give it to you. He's probably louder over there.
Yep, got the phone number, and we'll move on that. Thank you, Jim. Thanks for that. And we'll say hello to Dave if you're talking to him there. And sorry that he's had such a string of bad luck there. W6PQL, K6WIS, WA6AXX, K6, I already got K6WIS, K6MYC, going up to Martinez and see if we got anything there.
K6ERF Martinez.
K6ERF Martinez, we got you, Russ. Not real strong, but you're Q5. Go ahead.
I've never seen the tropo so much missing. We've got nothing going for us. On 6 meters, you had a good tropo opening, but tonight you got zilch. You got negative tonight. So anyway, good evening there to you in the group, and hope for better conditions next time.
Yeah, terrible band conditions related to weather, obviously. Usually the rain doesn't do such harm to 1296, but it's probably a combination of rain and very turbulent wind and weather. And we got you all okay, though. Thanks for checking in. Sorry it's so marginal. It's not conversational. 73s, you want to check and see if there's anybody else in your side there? K6ERF, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, Roger, Mike. Normally you're over 9 on 432, and tonight you only have 7. But that's something anyway because of your power. Now, QS Bozo Net. Anybody want to check in who can't hear net control tonight? Go ahead now, please. K6ERF Martinez.
Move the antenna a little bit. The path is a little different tonight than normal.
Big negative here, no answer.
Yeah, did you hear what I said about the antenna? I moved the antenna a little bit more, 2 or 3 degrees. I'm almost at 300. I'm at 299. You're normally you peak at 295. So it's a little skewed tonight.
Yeah, you peaked up to S9, then you dropped down to S3. I never seen you that low. It's a nice to remember.
It's just all over the place. It just won't stay steady. All right, 73s. We'll see you Sunday night. Enjoy the weekend. Hopefully we get lots of rain and get that out of our system. 73s, Russ, thanks for being there. K6ERF, K6MYC. Okay, how about N6 Radio Oscar?
Yeah, Mike. K6MYC N6RO 835. We had almost 9/10 of an inch of rain over the past 2 days, or last night, basically. And more coming, especially on Sunday and Monday, I think. We'll see you on Sunday night, N6RO.
Okay, we'll see you Sunday night. Yeah, path is disturbed. You're jerking, jumping, and hopping all over the place, but very Q5 on that one. Thanks much. Good, strong signal. It's certainly not smooth, is it?
No, it's very strange tonight. You're not as strong as usual, and I'm sure I'm not either.
Yeah, well, it's up and down. There'll be some big peaks in there, but it's just all over the place. All right, let me get Steve and let you go, and we'll see you Sunday night. N6 Radio Oscar, we had about a little over 3/4 of an inch hang. Let's call it 8/10. So we almost kept up with your 9/10. Over.
Yeah, actually it was 0.83, so we're pretty close. See ya.
Yeah, well, I can't read it that accurately. It could have been 0.8357924 for all I know.
7.3 on the end.
7.3. And let's see, W6 Sugar Whiskey, Steve.
Yeah, Whiskey 6 Sierra Whiskey. Yeah, it is kind of down for me as well. Wow, that's pretty good. You guys both beat me. I only got about 6/10 here for the entire storm. So it kind of went around me to get Ken, and I'm glad you got it down there, though. Well, I got Ken's driveway looking real good right now.
Yeah. in DuPat. It's not the biggest storm, but some guys did get a lot of rain. I think they got a lot more rain in the Bay Area and more on the coast. I don't know exactly what Frank got up there in Coursegold. I think he's up by an inch, well over an inch. He was 1.25 inches last night, and I wasn't anywhere near that. So he probably got close to 2 inches in this rain. But he isn't in here tonight. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, I heard Frank mention this morning when you guys were recording, and he was mentioning how much he got already. So yeah, he was definitely it was definitely ringing it out on the foothills up in his area.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me move on, and we got to close the net here by 8:30. So we got to get out of here. But thanks, Steve, and we'll see you Sunday night. W6SSW K6MYC.
All right, Kevin. Sunday night, W6.
Okay, KJ6KFB, KJ6KFB, or KO6HS, K6MYC. KJ6KFB, KJ6KFB, K6MYC. KO6HS, I'm sorry, KO6KD, K6MYC. Bill, where are you? How about KR6MR, KR6 Mike Romeo, KR6MR? This should be pretty much at you, John. KR6MR, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, Mike, if you're calling us KO6KD, you're very weak, very weak. KR6MR, replying to Mike, KR6MR goes to 759, you're not coming up here tonight, you're not coming up at all, over.
Well, if you'll take a longer transmission, I'll find that the peaks are a little bit different tonight, so I need to waggle the antenna back and forth a little bit. John, go ahead.
Okay, copy that, KO6KD, KO6KD, and hopefully I'm not doubling with John, but I heard you say to take a longer transmission, and we'll try that. I could just barely hear you calling, so very good. If that longer transmission, Darren is out here as well. I think there's a couple other stations that are standing by. This is KO6KD.
KO6KD, K6MYC. Okay, well, I got KR6MR checked in, but I haven't heard him yet. I thought I was hearing him, but it was you. And who was the other one I called for? Darren, but I haven't heard him yet. KJ6KFB, Darren, are you there?
I'm here, Mike. Foxtrot Bravo 756. If you can hear me, you're just a whisper on my side.
Oh, I don't know why I should be a whisper. That's 800 watts going at you right there, and you're Q5, but not very strong. But you're Q5, Darren. Good evening. 756. Go ahead.
I'll let you carry on and get up there to John while he's still
Okay. Well, let's see you guys Sunday night. Hopefully conditions will be better on 2 meters there. 73s, and back over to you, Bill. KO6KD, did you confirm KR6MR was here?
Yes, John is here. John is here. I will have him give you a longer transmission so you can peek on him. Roger?
Well, I'm close enough now. If he just calls in. Who was the other one? You said there was 2 others. Who are they?
It was Darren and K9TAZ. I don't know if K9TAZ is actually going to try and check in. He was there, but I don't know. I forget this. He's still working on stuff, but I don't remember what his Bozo number is. John, are you there? Go ahead. We'll try. K6MYC. K6MYC. This is KR6MR. Kilo Romeo 6 Mike Bozo 759. Over.
Yeah, we got your 759, and I hear N6WT, N7 Whiskey Tango in the background on CW. They're getting edgy. Got you all okay, John. Now, Bill mentioned some other call sign, but he didn't say it phonetically, and I didn't understand what he said. So, did you get the other call that might be in here, over? John, KR6MR, are you copying me?
I can copy now, Mike. Very weak and a lot of flutter. Weak and flutter. KR6MR Bozo 759. Over.
And what I said was, God, you guys got no ears. I hear you fine. I said it was another station in there that Bill mentioned, but he said it without phonetics, and I didn't understand what the call was. I wondered if you heard it, over.
I didn't hear another station. The problem is the base pause and feel, their pulses are plus 20, and you have to come in between their pulses, and I can't get rid of it. Over.
Okay, I guess you're having trouble with Beale Air Force Base. Let me go back and get Bill there. Bill, give me the call sign of the station who might be here, but you don't know.
Yeah, it was Kilo 9 Tango Alpha Zulu. Kilo 9 Tango Alpha Zulu, I think is 1069, 1063, 1069, something like that is his number.
No, did he check in with you?
Yes, in fact, I hear him back now over on 2 meters.
Okay, give me his number again. Rob, look up K9 Tango Alpha Zulu, please, Rob.
Yeah, I think it's 1069. 1069. Can you find Kilo 9 Tango Alpha Zulu under 1069?
Yep, I hear you, 1069. I'll put that down for now. That's close enough.
No, that's not his number there. I looked up the call sign he gave me, Mike, and it didn't come back.
That's all we have for tonight. See you tomorrow.
Hang on a second, Bill. The call sign you gave us is not correct, so there's something wrong with the prefix. Tango Alpha Zulu, probably okay. Give me his call sign again, Bill.
Kilo 9 Tango Alpha Zulu. Kilowatt 9. Kilo 9. Kilo 9 Tango Alpha Zulu.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. K9 Tango Alpha Zulu. Rob, over.
Okay, I got it. He's in Elk Grove. That's Jack, number 1063, Kilo 9 Tango Alpha Zulu.
Okay, his Bozo number, Bill, for your information, 1063.
Okay, 106. I had those two numbers in my head. Every time I try to remember one number, I always confuse it with another. Well, it was either 63 or 69. Okay, I got it written down here now. I'll get it next time better. Thank you.
Roger. Okay, all right, listen, I'll talk to you Sunday night. We'll look for you on Sunday. Well, look for you tomorrow morning on 40, and I'll exchange some other information with you. See you on 40 tomorrow morning, okay?
Roger.
Okay. 7137. 73. Is there anybody else before I go to Nevada? K6MYC Bozo Net. WB6JNP. Good evening, Dane.
Evening, Mike. Everything's fine here at Fort School. Looks like over the last 24 hours.
Yeah, I didn't copy. You're pretty weak. Try it now.
Oh, I said everything's fine in Core School. It looks like over the last 24 hours, we got about 1.84 inches of rain.
Yeah, you got an inch better than we did.
Yeah, well, you know how it goes up here in the mountains. It was interesting driving down into Clovis today because you could see all the stuff playing against the mountains, but the valley looked kind of clear.
Yeah, it was. We went down there, didn't have any rain at all. I was in the valley in Clovis and Fresno as well. All right, very good. Well, I had the antenna off of you a little bit when I peeked on you. You're good and strong, but Ben's in really poor shape tonight. Let me go up to Nevada and get them before they leave, and then we're going to have to get out of here by 8:30 because Rob's got to leave. Thanks much. We'll see you Sunday night, Dane. Enjoy the weekend, such as it is. Over.
We shall do that. WB6JMT, DMO 7107.
Yeah, and thanks for getting Dan on there last night.
Oh, you know how it is.
Well, we really smoked him there in the Bay Area. Beat him by 2.
I think I was the last one to come on because we were out of town, and when I got back, I just, as I walked through the Radio Shack, I turned on the radio and heard you guys, and I thought, oh, okay, well, someone's still there. Anyway, we'll catch you later. WB6JMP, course call.
Okay, 7-3 for now, Dane, and we'll see you Sunday night. Okay, I'm up toward Nevada now, N7WT, K6MYC, Larry. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, N7WT, K6MYC, over. How about KE7UQL? How about you, Daniel? We may be trying to find our way through a weather front or something here. KE7UQL or N7WT, K6MYC, Bozo Net, over. Well, that's odd. I'm not hearing either one of them. I wonder if they got rained out up there. N7WT, I'll go the other way here. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT. I heard your CW, you're checked in. N7WT or KE7UQL, K6MYC, calling and listening. Yeah, we got you now, Daniel. KE7UQL. Sorry we missed you last night. K6MYC, over.
Roger, big wind yesterday. Big wind, could not keep the antenna up, over.
What did it take out?
I said we had big wind, a high gusty wind, over.
Yeah, I heard that. Okay, very good. Well, Larry checked in earlier. I heard him on CW, but I just couldn't get up here any quicker. So he's probably floating around, so if you run into him, tell him we got him checked in here. We're going to have to close the net. We got to finish up here because Rob's got to leave and go get his wife at the airport. 7-3, Daniel. We'll see you Sunday night. KE7UQL with possibly N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. 7-3, Daniel.
K6MYC, KE7UQL with a relay, over.
No, I got you, Dale. Give me your Bozo number, Dale. I copy you fine. KJ6 India X-ray. Go ahead.
KJ6 India X-ray. Send your Bozo number, over.
I didn't get it. 111 what?
2.
He sent you 1112, 1110, over.
Roger, 1112. Somebody else down here is copying you better than I am. Did you get it, Rob?
Roger.
Oh, okay. Very good. All right. right, guys, we're going to have to go. 7-3. 7-3, good deal, Dale. You're doing well, Dale. Good copy. KJ6 India Echo and KE7UQL with N7WT is checked in, but I don't hear him. K6MYC. 7-3, guys.
KE7UQL 7-3, relay way successful.
Yeah, really good. No problem. 7-3, Daniel. Thank you.
I was even hearing Daniel. Over.
Yeah, good for you. Go ahead. Give him a call.
I don't have much on this band. Daniel, KE7UQL, KM6SRR. Hey, Daniel, I heard you give out the call sign. Great contact for me. Over.
The path is just not cooperating. The path is down at this time. KE7UQL.
Yeah, I heard you giving out the call sign. I might have doubled with you the previous time I got on. Over.
You got to speak slower on these weak condition things, Rob. I know you're in a hurry. Go ahead.
KE7UQL. Daniel, I may have doubled with you last time I keyed up. Over.
Okay, he's struggling on his end. It's up and down. The band is just all over the place. 7-3, Daniel. He got everything a good QSO, but he might have doubled with you for just a second there. KE7UQL, KJ6 India X-ray 73, send 7WT if you're there, Larry. 7-3 to you. See you all Sunday night. K6MYC Bozo Net.
Roger. This is KE7UQL. 7-3, Mike. It's 7-3 to KM6SRR. I did hear him. Good night.
Roger. 7-3. Okay, Rob, you can get out of here if you want. You need anybody to repeat?
You guys doubled.
Yeah, I was just telling Daniel 7-3, KM6SRR.
Yeah, I said you can get out of here now. You need any more checks? It looks like we got 30, 20, 25. Maybe 26 counting me.
Well, did you check in, Mike?
Well, I think Mikey checked in.
I think I got 24. Let me count it again.
And Rob, you're going to have fun coming down the hill. There's a cell coming through Fresno right now, KA6USY.
Yeah, I might have missed a couple. We might only have 24. I see I got a couple of blank spots on my page here.
Yeah, I recounted. I've got 25, including you, Mike, and me. Over.
Okay, there you go. I think you got them all. All right, go get Candy. Tell her hi. Welcome back. And we'll see you. Maybe we'll talk to you over the weekend.
Roger. Thanks for the heads up there. And I'm going to take my four-wheel drive truck over.
Yeah, and she might have a bumpy landing, so it'll definitely be interesting.
They're supposed to be running a little bit late, so maybe it'll pass through first.
Yeah, you might want to check with the airport on that, because there's no point in getting there if she's going to be delayed a couple of hours or fly in somewhere else.
Yep, that's true. I'm not sure if they can text her if they're already up in the air or not, but she's been texting me what's going on. Over.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Aaron. 7-3. I'm out of here. I got to go get some dinner here. Matt just got home late, and he was home after 7:30, so I haven't even talked to him yet. 7-3. Oh, okay. 6MYC going that away.
Very good. And Mike, Matt should have the Yazoo box that we need for 6 meters, and we'll coordinate later when I can get up the hill and get that configured. But he should have brought it home with him tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'll ask him about it. Thanks.
All righty. Good night, all, and good night to those listening on YouTube. K6USY DMO6.
7-3.
Good night, Mike, K6MYC. Good night, Aaron, K6USY. KM6OSR, going QRT.